With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Desmond King on the return. The Chargers take over first down. And 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He's brought down at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the
and right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's second and 10. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Now Joe Burrow on third and long. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
The tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. first down. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run here with Bernard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A quick throw out right here. He's got it complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers, but you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces, so that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it, so that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances. In addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley, from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Michael Badgley.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He can run for it, and he will. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Now Burrow loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
10 at the 41-yard.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
55 mark, 55.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 20.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
I love how Melvin Ingram plays the game with toughness and a motor that absolutely will not quit. Knows how to get around all types of obstacles to get to the quarterback. He's had at least 7 sacks a season going back to 2015 and been a Pro Bowler for 3 straight years.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the 40-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. Touchdown. John Ross, 31 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And the Chargers.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
He may try and run for this. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Los Angeles.
Running on first down, Eckler. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The Charger ball carrier. He was brought down by Trey Waynes. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 4. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's out to the left and complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
10-10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 38. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take.
That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to Joe Reed.
Joe Reed, 31 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Chargers 20, Bengals 10.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your team.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Chargers 27.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Melvin Ingram giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4th down.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's King. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. Darren Lee there to get him down.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Sean Williams with the tackle. He led the Bengals in that category last year.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Eckler. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.